Good evening, morning, afternoon, or whenever you are watching this. I am Damien of the Virtual Pub Project, but you probably already knew that. So today we're going to start looking at our little mini-series here of alcohol as medicine. What alcohol has been used as medicine, why we use it as that medicine, and sort of where this stigma that these might be useful things to do have come from. And we're going to start today with probably the most famous one. You've heard me quote several times on the Virtual Pub Project that this is a fantastic cough medicine. It is, of course, Jaeger! So, first things first, is Jaeger cough medicine? Yes, it is. Thanks for watching. No, we're going to go into more of that. Yes, Jeagermister is actually still a cough medicine. There's a lot of places in Germany where it's made where households still have little bottles of Jeagermeister for when someone gets a cold or the flu and all that, and they administer it like we would normal cough medicine over here in England. So where's this all sort of stem from? Well, Jaeger is established in 1934 as, you know, a company that makes this weird syrup which has 56 different spices and herbs and all this sort of things in it, but it's part of a bigger company that was started in 1878 by a German chap called Wilhelm Most, and his son takes the company on in 1934 and creates a herbal liqueur that he actually originally designs as a digestion discomfort easer. It's obviously discovered that it's actually very, very good at suppressing your cough, or a cough medicine. But it's initially sent out to be used by gamekeepers. Gamekeepers use it quite a lot. You think your gamekeeper, he's out there in the field or the forest or whatever it is, on his lordship's land. He's going to be in the cold, he's going to be wet, he's got to find all these animals to make sure that they're ready for them to shoot next year or whatever they're going to do with it. And they're getting bitterly cold, and obviously these are the kinds of people who are going to regularly have a cough or a cold because of the awful conditions that they're in doing this sort of thing, especially in the winter times. So they would bring hip flasks of Jaeger or other herbal liqueurs with them. Obviously Jaeger becomes very popular, it becomes very good. Now Jaeger has, like I said, Jaeger has 56 different herbs and spices in, and you still don't know what they are. Jaeger keep this as a hugely well kept secret. Is it a good cough medicine? Let's look at a few of its credentials, shall we? We know what 11 of these things are. One of them happens to be ginger bark, for example, ginger, which we know is done good for pelvic discomfort. We know that it is a good one for stimulating your appetite. If you're cold or you're fluey and you're not particularly great, a good old blast of cinnamon is actually something that's meant to help you want to eat, take on a diet. And all of that. So we've also then got cloves in there, which we know is an anti-inflammatory. We know it's been very useful in helping fight certain types of cancer and all these sorts of things. We've got poppy seeds. Now poppy seeds have been used for literally hundreds of years to reduce the effects of a cough. And in fact, the more we go into these sorts of things, the more we see that a lot of the ingredients in there are used historically on their own as cough remedies. Now, okay, you can't just put all these ingredients together and go, ha, it's a super tonic that's going to cure all your ailments. But Jeagermeister is still used by a lot of German families as a perfectly acceptable cure for coughing. And that's how it started. It was originally, as we've always said, a cough syrup. Why does cough syrup taste like Jaeger? Well, Jaeger was a very good cough syrup, and therefore everyone bought Jaeger cough syrup. Now, if you want to make a product and say, yes, this is a very good product, it's going to cure all your coughs, you want to make it taste like the other one that's really, really good. So actually, the reason that Jaeger tastes like cough medicine, it isn't that Jaeger's mimicking cough medicine, it's that cough medicine's been mimicking Jaeger for years. And that goes on. But yeah, and then in the 70s happened, and a couple of people realised that it's alcoholic. It's very alcoholic. And it works really well in cocktails. 1960s, 1970s, that beautiful cocktail era starts, where people start layering drinks and doing marblings and all these wonderful, beautiful things that we can do with cocktails these days. And then Jaeger starts becoming very popular as a thing to use in cocktails. It's got a really unique taste, it layers well, and it's got a nice bit of history to it, so it's a perfect thing to use in a cocktail. And then in the 2000s, a little energy drink company, I'm not sure if you've heard of them, called Red Bull, sets up a little gimmick for a cocktail where you pour some Red Bull in and you drop a shot glass of Jaeger into it and you drink it in one like some sort of a bomb. And they are, well, let's call it a Jaeger bomb. And that is where the wonderful thing that has caused so many people to spew in the streets on a Saturday night, the amazing Jaeger bomb, did come from. But yes, long story short, Jaeger is a cough medicine. The reason it tastes like cough medicine is because it is literally a cough medicine that happens to have a lot of alcohol in, that we over here really enjoy having with our 16 Jaeger bombs for a tenner or whatever it is. 4 for a tenner here at the arcade. But yes, that is a quick look into the history of Jeagermeister and looking into the fact that yes, it is actually a cough medicine, and the sort of a start of our little journey into various things that have been used for medical reasons. I hope you have enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.